the Drunk Sports Podcast.
Thanks, Tim. Back to Tim.
Hi,
Hey, Tim. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to skip over what we had in the middle segment because literally we're 3 segments behind, which means it's time for this.
Yes, it's time for the Mystery Shotgun. I am your host, Colby Sepp, and this is Pod Racer Tim. We've got some comic book news, movie news to get to you, and I'm going to try and do a little bit of rapid fire because I've got quite a bit to actually throw at you. Number one, the J.J. Abrams Superman Justice League universe is not going to star one Michael B. Jordan.
Uh-oh. Didn't he die?
Michael B. Jordan was eyed to play the Black Superman that was going to be in J.J. Abrams developing for Warner Brothers, the new style of Justice League.
Blooper Man.
Once it's still not that. Good God, it's not that. So, and at the time, I thought that the Superman they were going to do was going to be from another Earth realm, not the actual DC main Earth, because they have one that's Calvin Ellis instead of Kal-El.
Yeah. You mentioned it before.
That was going to be the Black Superman. J.J. Abrams has come out and said, no, we're just bending it. It's going to be Kal-El. It's going to be Clark Kent.
Oh wow! Like a different dimension?
It's not. No, it's going to be the current everything. They're just basically saying the Henry Cavill Superman. They're just going to replace and reboot, and it's going to be this guy.
Right.
So Michael B. Jordan.
But how do you explain that? Like,
it's just
comic book wise. Like
you don't.
Oh, okay.
You don't. I mean, there are actually multiple different Earth Superman that you can pull from and go, well, there's your Black Superman.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, so Michael B. Jordan saw that it was going to be Clark Kent that he was going to be playing, and he basically told J.J. Abrams, no, I don't think so.
By the way, there's trouble in the house right now.
I don't think so. I just, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not playing Clark Kent. He was interested in playing Calvin Ellis because he wanted to maintain and be comic book canon and wanted to keep the comic book everything put in place. So HBO Max has now turned around and said, hey, you want to come be Superman for us over here? We're still keeping Henry, but would you like to be a part of our growing DC universe?
2 Supermen.
There's going to be 3 Superman.
Okay.
There's going to be whoever's playing Clark Kent for Warner Brothers. There's going to be Clark Kent, Cavill.
Okay.
And then now there's going to be Michael B. Jordan. He is going to be playing not Kal Ellis, but the Val Zod storyline, which Val Zod is also a Black Superman.
Awesome.
So
2 against 1, basically.
Basically, yes. Okay. So you're going to have one universe that's going to be completely comic book correct, and then you're going to have whatever the F J.J. Abrams is making with his screenplays.
Does anybody know what he's doing?
I don't know if he knows what he's doing.
Is he going to destroy it like he did Star Wars?
And
Star Trek. Well,
he didn't destroy Star Trek. I liked a lot of things that went on with Star Trek.
No, I didn't. Oh, I loved Star Trek. Yeah, I took that back immediately.
So, as according to Jamie Bordnax, who is with the Black Girl Nerds, in an interview with Michael B. Jordan, Jordan was not has not wanted to engage in conversations about race bending Kal-El for the same reasons many of the fans are pushing back on the current Warner Brothers regime, as their version of Clark Kent will not be canon.
Right.
It won't be as the comic books say. So you're going to end up with 2 Black Supermen. One of them is going to be the Val Zod, which I'm totally rooting for. And one of them is just going to be J.J. Abrams just bending it for no apparent reason. So
which one should we pay attention to?
Michael B. Jordan and the comic book accurate HBO Max. because they're also the people that are still engaged with retaining and keeping up with the Snyderverse.
Gotcha.
So,
because the Snyderverse and the DC unit, look, I'm not a comic book geek like you, admittedly.
Right.
I thoroughly enjoyed the Snyder Justice League.
The Snyder Cut.
I don't even care how long it was. Way better than the cinematic one.
Oh yeah.
I don't care. It was 4 hours. It made more sense to me.
It made more sense because basically they took the clippings of what Snyder put together and just glued it together with some duct tape and a stapler. Let's go from there to, we've got some Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness news that is breaking through. So actor Yennefer Molina, she had a profile up on a British acting site. That's basically, the site's called Mandy. Mandy is for actors and actresses over in the UK when they want to show what they have and what they've put together as a resume.
Do I need to refer the Barry Manilow song Mandy?
No, you do not.
Okay.
So she put up there, which, by the way, is also, just as soon as it went up there, it got taken down because I don't guess she was supposed to put this up there.
Spoiler alert. So
in her list of things that she has done, she put down that she was in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and her character's name was Gargantos 2. Gargantos is this big, huge, squid-like sea monster with one eye. Now, the reason why this is prevalent is because Gargantos, the villain or bad person that thing is, the monster that thing is really connected to only one character, and it's not Doctor Strange. And we've already known by some of the leaked screenplays that they're going to end up in the water at some point. Well, guess
Aquaman?
what? No, Aquaman's DC.
Oh yeah,
but
sorry.
your Namor, the Submariner, is going to be probably making his way to the Multiverse of Madness.
I thought Ken Griffey Jr. was the Submariner.
No. That's the Kid Mariner.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yes. So Namor the Submariner, which, by the way, is the worst of the two Aquamans, even though I'm a DC guy, still is.
Right.
And lesser known.
All right.
But was also first. So Namor was before Aquaman. So Aquaman is actually a copycat of the Submariner. So you have that. The other thing that you have in the Multiverse of Madness is the fact that you're going to have another character pop up that has been confirmed as Adam Hugel. Adam Hugel will be portraying Rintrah in the film. There is only one comic book, Doctor Strange comic book, that has both Gargantos and Rintrah in it. They run into Submariner, and there's another character that they run into. The other character that they run into is he's got a flaming skull and he rides a motorcycle.
Ghost Rider.
The Ghost Rider.
Negative Ghost Rider, the pattern is full.
I am going to give you their current two options. One is really, really wanting this role.
Nicolas Cage.
The other is not really wanting the role, but the MCU is really wanting him for this role.
But none of them are Nick Cage.
None of them are Nick Cage.
But he was Ghost Rider, right?
He was Ghost Rider. Okay. And actually, they weren't bad. They were just, it was Nick Cage doing Ghost Rider. It wasn't bad.
I'm Ghost Rider.
It may have been overacted a little bit.
That was the greatest Nick Cage anybody's ever
By
done.
the way, nobody realizes that in Ghost Rider 2, Idris Elba's in it. Nobody.
Wait, there was a Ghost Rider 2?
There was a Ghost Rider 2.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even know that.
There are two actors. One, the MCU really wants to play this role, and one guy that is really wanting to play this role to get into the MCU. Let's start with a guy that really wants to play this role, and he has even put so forth out as he's dressed up on Instagram as best he could for this role. That would be one Norman Reedus.
And I would know his fine work from where?
If you've never seen the Boondock Saints, you probably have seen him. Okay. Well, he's the quieter brother.
Okay, all right, I got you.
That would be Norman Reedus.
Gotcha.
It would be a kick-ass Ghost Rider, and will probably end up with the job if Keanu Reeves says no. Because that is who the MCU wants to play Ghost Rider.
Wasn't he already Constantine?
He is already Constantine.
Is that DC?
That is DC.
Man, are you impressed that I knew that?
I kind of, yes, actually.
Me too.
So, yeah, no, by the way, they're still trying to bring that back to life.
Right.
But so you have your choices. If I had to pick, I would want Norman Reedus to be Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I'm in on. If it's not going to be Nicolas Cage, I want it to be him.
And the main thing is that once you have Keanu as a role, that may also take away a little bit from John Wick. Mm-hmm. But the other side of it
is that still going?
Oh yeah.
They're doing more?
Yeah, there's going to be more. There's going to be more John Wick movies.
Oh, God.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be more John Wick.
It's turning into Police Academy.
In fact, the HBO is actually having the John Wick series, which started out to be like every episode series. Now it's going to be like 4 90-minute shows. So basically 4 movies just for HBO.
4 additional John Wick sagas.
That's not going to be connected totally to the main John Wick storyline.
Right. You know what? I said Police Academy. John Wick's not turning into Police Academy. John Wick is turning into
Friday the 13th.
Saved by the Bell.
That's never going to be a thing. That's never going to be a thing. And is that all the news that I have for you guys? I believe that is your mystery shotgun right here on the Drunk Sports Podcast.
Thank you, Colby Sapp. We are the Drunk Sports Podcast.
The Drunk Sports Podcast.